Mitto. Yeah, we talked to Mitt's agent. They want to negotiate. The only way I'm going to be in this video is if you take me with you on the trip. Does your cat like this? Does he sit on your suitcase when you're ready to go on a trip? And then the other one in the hallway waiting. Well, we're down here. Mitt's still up on the suitcase, but T-Rex and Steve and TK are ready to go out the door. And we are definitely in a hurry today. It's nowhere near a Sunday. We're in a hurry because we are going to the airport, and I got to get this edit out before 8:15. 36 degrees. It says it's going to rain. Well, it was supposed to rain today a long time ago. November 14th, it's that Thursday. We've been stopping the maps on at 6:51 with a 97% full waxing beaver moon. The full moon is tomorrow afternoon, and it's going to be big and bright, and it looks like we're going to miss most of the clouds here in Boston, where I do not have my lavalier mic on. Thank you, Bruce, for the instructions on how to make that into stereo. I'll be working on that. Maybe I'll take it with me on the plane. We're in kind of a hurry today. The sun came up at 6:35, and now it's just about 7. The sun's going down 4:22, the shortest days of the year for the next 6 weeks. And we still are in low-level cold air advection. That is wind from the north, and this is another coldest morning so far. Those pigeons, they photobomb us all the time. I don't know where they're going from bridge to bridge here along the Fore River and Back River, and probably underneath the Route 3A bridge connecting Hingham and Weymouth. I talk about the Fore River Bridge all the time, but there's another bridge over there. So what do we have? I was on the temperature map. I don't think I finished that. 17 degrees, a lot of spots all the way down into parts of central Massachusetts where those crosses indicate no wind. So underneath the center of the high, or closer to the center of the high, away from the ocean and down from the hills, it is a calm, clear morning. We had radiational cooling, the inversion, cold air more dense than warm, so it sinks into the valleys. And one of the warmest spots in all of New Hampshire is 4,000 feet up the Otto Road at Mount Washington, but it's still freezing. It's 30 degrees, colder up top and coldest down at the bottom. And now if you go to that Mount Washington website, their IT man, Keith, has been working hard. And not only do you get the Otto Road now on that temperature profile, if you sit there, it's going to toggle to the Cog Railway temperature profile. So much data at the Mount Washington site there. We love that one. And look over at Killington. It's just barely cold enough, but the snow gun's still going now for more than 24 hours. There must be 4 feet of snow top to bottom now on Superstar. So that's really good news. Now, even though it's going to warm up, it's not a stark warm up, because these highs going to our north, it's a totally different story, as I've been talking about. When a high goes to your north, you're still getting a wind from the north, so you get that low-level chill, even though the atmosphere profile is warming up and the snow guns will be turning off. It's even snowing a little bit in Pennsylvania. Here's the surface map analysis this morning. There's a 1037 or so high north of New England. It's expansive. We got the cold air damming right down in front of this storm. Today was the day where we were supposed to have a big storm in the Great Lakes, and that was going to move north, and we're going to have a big warm up with a cold front and a rain today. That was a long time ago in the forecast, and we know how that's changed. Blocking in the atmosphere, so that big wall of water showing up this morning, there it is on the radar, is going to be coming toward New England and just falling apart where fronts go to dry. The front isn't even going to make it in here. That high pressure system's blocking. There are storms to the west, storms to the east, and here we are in the middle with a new North Atlantic block that is going to keep us cool, not cold, and mostly dry. Out over the ocean, the Ocean Prediction Center shows those storms out there. It looks like 3 low pressure systems, all sub 995. Gale, developing storm, and note the arrows kind of going up to the left. There's going to be this sort of Fujiwara effect with the low pressure system that's going to come off of North Carolina out of the Great Lakes, and they're going to rotate around one another, and we may have some clouds backing in, but the models and the guidance really backed off on how much back precipitation is going to back into New England. Looks like just Maine gets some mixed rain and snow going forward. Boston 5-day here. The temperature this morning in Boston did get to 32, second morning in a row. The temperature goes up to close to 50 today, and then we're going to go into the 50s and even close to 60 now for Saturday. And note, it stays fairly windy, but not nowhere near as windy. And then there's going to be a brief period on Sunday into early Monday where the wind comes in from the west-southwest, but then another sort of backdoor cold front comes in on Monday. All right, let's check our leaves here. No ice in the TK yard. So let's see our flowers. How are you doing? Tomato flowers. Tomato flowers are still alive. No way do I expect tomatoes to come out of these. That's how I gauge. I'm going to write in my journal. I keep a journal. I don't know if you know that, but I've got 32 years worth of every day's weather written down. And one of the reasons I do these videos is to document what's going on. And so I can look back in the record books. So I'm looking for the first killing frost or killing freeze is not in the books yet. And I think as I'm away for the next few days, I'm not going to see that either. See, there's the dill. So I still get things. I'm still working from the garden, cooking from the garden, that is. Tomatoes aren't the best, but they're still pretty good. Doug, how are those cherry tomatoes I gave you yesterday? All right, so I showed you the Boston 5-day. Let's go right to the Euro. I got to do a pretty quick edit today. The Euro, which goes out 360 hours now, that I talked about yesterday. Weir says that was available before, but not where I go to the pivotal weather. Here's the ECMWF, also known as the Euro. Oh, wait, I should probably show you. Yeah, definitely should show you. Tropical depression, 18, is formed very close to the coast of Honduras. Now, this is pretty good news from the National Hurricane Center. On the satellite image, you can also see the other systems lined up in the east side of the Mississippi River Valley. Our storms over the ocean, there's one in the eastern Atlantic and there's one in the central Atlantic. That's going to be part of the blocking. And then as for the Hurricane Center's track, it says it's going to become Tropical Storm Sarah and track very close to, if not just inland, Honduras, Belize, then maybe a little open water, then across the Yucatan Peninsula. Not a lock, but all that time over land should be helpful. And the fact that the Gulf of Mexico has had so many hurricanes and a lot of that fuel, hot water, it was literally hot, close to 90, has been used up, and the water in the Gulf of Mexico is much cooler, and the fact that this could spend some time over land before getting into the Gulf of Mexico is all good news for Florida, and that's going to be confirmed now as we go to the Euro and we watch this high pressure system to the north of us doing its job, blocking, and well, it's not just the high, it's a whole series of waves all lined up, and that high ends up stalling is more what it looks like, or is, and the low goes off in North Carolina, and it looks pretty potent. Look at all those isobars. You got a 995 low east of North Carolina, 1035 high to its north, and there's going to be gale to storm force winds there off of North Carolina, and we're going to have surf building around here. The wind's coming in from the north for day after day. That little bit of precipitation that comes into Maine falls apart, and you have your trough redigging in the west with more systems, more snow for the Rockies, and a system going through Southern California, and that's going to emerge in the Rockies. And then we're going to have a little backdoor front here on Monday, and I can't keep up with all this, and there's some colder air, more wind building here Monday into Tuesday from the north. We're going to have a new high pressure system coming into eastern Canada. It's very subtle, you can't really see it, but you can see all those isobars. And then we're going to stop it again on Wednesday. So all the last couple of weeks, or last week we stopped it on a Thursday. Now we're going to start stopping it on a Wednesday, because this is the most interesting day. Next Wednesday, very different from how it looked 24 and 48 hours ago. It keeps on changing. Now it looks like there's snow pretty close to North Texas, and it doesn't look quite as blizzardy, but that does still look blizzardy there where the blue is. And then look at Florida near Tallahassee. It looks like Sarah may be just a tropical wave or a tropical depression. If this Euro is right, and this is logical, it makes sense, because all the energy used up in the Gulf of Mexico, the warm water turning colder, and the fact that it could spend some time over land. So that's good news there. And here in the Northeast, we are still kind of cool with the air coming in from the north. And we're still going to have some cold air damming next week with that Greenland block. So let's put it back into motion. And now that storm goes out of the central plains towards the Midwest, and the remnant of whatever Sarah is trying to come up the East Coast. And we talked about this yesterday. It could very well come up the East Coast. And then if we go right through Thursday, Friday, there's a low that's over Cape Cod. That's the remnant of Sarah. And we are raining, and the rain snow line with a low well to our north. No snow for us, and it turns a little bit warmer and wet potentially next Friday. We're going to have to watch that. And then after that, Saturday into Sunday, now we're to day 10. We're only going to stop it at 240 hours. And once again, ridging in the southeast and the cold air bottled up in the central part of the United States and in Canada. So no real cold window there, no snowstorms, and hopefully it gets just cold enough for more snow guns to come on at Killington. All right, we're at 10 minutes. We saw Mitt, we saw Steve, where's T-Rex, we got some birds. The Enmore from yesterday, kind of just being frustrated by the wind again. Oh, look at this zigzag. Look at this zigzag. Yeah, T-Rex. He's ready to go in. And Steve, I'll free you so you can go back over towards where the birds are. You get an hour outside while I edit. So Mike, the mailman, yesterday on T-Rex and the pumpkins. And oh, look at this. This is the same tanker that was coming in when we were shooting yesterday. So I think we might have some of that tanker in the Enmore. No, we're not. I gotta do a quick edit. Ross Budd yesterday at Wolf Creek. Missed the powder by a week, but gorgeous. He says this is the view of the Continental Divide at Wolf Creek in Colorado yesterday. Thank you, Ross. He was like one of the only ones there. He couldn't even find someone to help him make a video, but he had a nice cappuccino at 12,000 feet. Well done. Bravo, Ross Budd. You made it into out the door weather and more. You keep on skiing, you're gonna keep on getting in more. All right, so this is in more right now. My fingers are freezing. I forgot to put on my sweatshirt and hat. My whole body is freezing, really. All right, we're heading over there to Logan Airport and out the door tomorrow from someplace. If you've been paying attention, you have a clue to where I'm going, and it has to do with that Fleetwood Mac song from 1979, Tusk. Remember that? 2 Sundays ago? All right, thanks for watching. Thank you for all the birds, the comments, Bruce and everybody, and we did get Mitt in there this morning. All right, talk to you from the left coast, 24 hours. Finger freezing cold out the door this morning. Ocean effect clouds coming in along with a tanker. Kind of pretty to watch this thing come in. Yeah, we need the fuel. It was the first freeze of the season at Logan Airport this morning, so Boston has officially gotten its first 32-degree reading of the new winter season. That tanker probably about 600 feet long. You put its stern in the ground and its bow up in the sky, and it's just as tall as a Prudential Tower. Birds are working this morning. The cat's enjoying the sunshine. The cat doesn't catch the birds. And the 1 to 2 foot whitecaps on the Fore River splashing against the breakwater. And my fingers are frozen. Gonna go in and edit the out the door weather and more. Here's a little just teaser video of this beautiful blue sky, except over the ocean affected clouds. Not quite cold enough or deep enough to make snow though, yet. It's past 2, the wind is letting up. No white caps now. Ferry, Boston, and smoke. That looks more like a, not a brush fire, but maybe a structure fire or an automobile or something. But we are definitely in high fire danger until further notice. At least you can hear me without the wind howling. Just a regular northerly wind and a mid-November afternoon that is cold as some of the days are going to be in January. There'll be warmer days than this in January. I think it's only about 43, 44 degrees. And we've got waves. Always waves. Very low tide. Still going out. Now within 48 hours of the full beaver moon. And planes landing toward the east at Logan. Or northeast. They've been coming in 2 at a time. I'm going to see if I can get 2 planes right next to each other. That's kind of cool. For now, 2 ferries.
Taking a day off, huh?
I guess. Where is he? We got long shadows. Do you see what happens here to these pumpkins?
Yeah, no.
The squirrel went right in there.
Yeah, squirrels, yeah.
So they dig their ways through. You probably just busted this guy.
Yeah.
They just made it through this one.
No, but like you said, huh? It's impressive the work they can do.
Yeah, they shuck the seeds. They take...
Yeah.
And they open up the shell of the seed and they eat the inside of it.
That's what I mean by... They know what they're doing. Yeah, it's crazy.
They do know what they're doing. See, right there, that seed, how it's open?
Yeah.
Neat, huh? And they're going for this one.
Yeah, you can tell. Like I said, that's the one that he just ran away from.
Oh, I think this one.
You want to hear something funny? I should bring it out here. I don't know if they threw it out. There's a cement pumpkin at the post office.
The squirrels try and eat it?
Play a trick on the squirrels, you know what I mean? Leave it there and think, you... Yeah.
Yeah, if I leave that there, that'll be all done. But I don't mind feeding the squirrels now.
No, I don't.
Oh, who's that?
Yeah.
Who's that?
I mean, if you don't mind, I will give one to you.
What? Rex, you hear us talking?
Get up here, my buddy. Where you been? Come here. Yeah.
He's like, where's the food? Where's the
I know,
food?
you're getting-
He's not saying hello. He's like, where's
No,
the
I know.
food? Where's the
He was
food?
looking for it. Oh, I know. You're getting it. You always get it.
How's that, Rex? What was that noise you made?
Really? What was it? Half yard, half with my food? Good boy. Good boy. All right, I'm going to make you work for this one. All right, there's my buddy. Jump up here on me. There you go. Good boy. All right, take it easy.
Much appreciated, Mike.
But,
You got long pants on today.
yeah, don't tell anyone. I'm getting old.
Yeah, it's freezing. Today was the coldest day of the year so far. It's only like 45, but not
Yeah,
bad
no.
in the sun.
Yeah, exactly. Not bad. It's the morning part that gets you. Like you said,
Yeah.
keep driving to work, but still disgusted
Right.
with myself that I had to break down and put the
Yeah, I'm sure the mail trucks have heated seats
Oh,
and
yeah.
heated steering
yeah,
wheels.
comfort zones, everything.
Yeah, sure.
Sure they do.
Lucky
They
if
don't
they
even have
stop.
a cup holder. You don't want to keep a seat or AC because then they think we'd stay in there. Isn't that
Right.
crazy? All right, have a good day.
See ya. Sunset. It's not even 4 o'clock yet. All right. Quick edit today. That was fun seeing the mailman. And now watching the planes land into the wind. Dual planes coming in. That smoke from Quincy is gone. Now we've got the planes landing right next to one another. Just about runway 04 or 4. Right on the right and 4 left on the left. 4 meaning 40 degrees. So that's 40 degrees on the compass. The way they're headed toward the northeast into the wind, because that's how planes land and take off, into the wind, just like gulls. See any gulls around here anywhere? Where do the gulls go? There's one. All right, that's it for today. We have planes and gulls. Where'd he go? He's in there somewhere. Till tomorrow, I'm going to that airport and taking off into the wind. We'll have out the different door tomorrow. Thanks for watching.